Hello everybody, welcome back to Country Girl. My name's Kathy Jarvis and it's almost Thanksgiving. It's Sunday before Thanksgiving and I just put my turkey in the fridge for it to start to thaw. But I did a little research on Thanksgiving itself. And in the United States we celebrate Thanksgiving on the fourth Thursday of every November. And we've been doing this since 1941. And the earliest that Thanksgiving can actually occur is November 22nd, and the latest it can occur is November 28th. The idea of Thanksgiving's been around for a long time. Ancient Egypt, Greeks, and Romans all had celebrations, and also the native Indians. And they celebrated the harvest of the year and the beginning of the winter. And the most widely known Thanksgiving that we know of is the one with the Pilgrims back in 1621. But it's been known to have happened back in the 15th century even. And the first national celebration of Thanksgiving was observed not for the harvest, but for the celebration of the Constitution of the United States. In 1789, President George Washington proclaimed that November 26th of that year would be a day of giving thanks and recognizing the role of creating the new United States and the new federal Constitution. But it was not a federal holiday yet. That didn't happen until 1863 when President Abraham Lincoln proclaimed a national day of Thanksgiving. And it was to be on the next of the last, it was supposed to be observed on the last Thursday of November. Then in 1939, with the end of the Depression, President Roosevelt decided to change it to the second to last Thursday. That way it will allow more shopping days between Thanksgiving and Christmas. But the people didn't like that too well, so in 1941 it was changed back to the last fourth Thursday of November. And that's when we've been celebrating it ever since. So, to celebrate it, 90% of the households buy a turkey and serve turkey for Thanksgiving dinner. So what are some of the guidelines to thawing out this turkey? You can do it one of three ways. You can put it in the fridge, you can put it in a cold water bath, or you can microwave it. And I guess you could do it a fourth way. You can actually roast the turkey when it's frozen, as long as you can get the giblets and the things out of it from the cavities. But to thaw it in the fridge is actually the safest way. And once it's thawed, it can actually stay in the fridge for 1 to 2 days before you roast it. Where if you use the other methods of the cold water bath or the microwave, you have to roast it immediately. So, if you're going to put it in the fridge to thaw out, if you have a 4 to 12 pound turkey, it needs to be placed in the fridge on Monday before Thanksgiving. A turkey that's 12 to 16 pounds can be placed in the fridge on Sunday before Thanksgiving. 16 to 20 should be in there Saturday. And if you have 20 or 24 pound turkey, then you should have put it in last Friday. And it doesn't really have to be completely thawed out to by that day. You can always combine them and use a cold water bath to finish unthawing it if you have to. In a cold water bath, a 12 pound turkey frozen will take 6 hours to do. A 14 pound will take 7 hours. Your 16 is going to take 8. An 18 pounder is going to take 9 hours. A 20 pounder is going to take you 10 hours. And 24 pounder is going to take 12 hours. And you submerge it completely into cold water. You change that water every 30 minutes. And it's best to leave the turkey in the wrapper. You don't want to put a raw turkey into this cold water. If you're going to microwave it, first of all, check your microwave oven and make sure that it's big enough to hold the turkey, because most of them aren't. It has to be a very small turkey. You put on the defrost setting and put it by the weight of the turkey, and it will not be as tender as the other methods. It's going to make it a little tougher. And of course, you can always cook it frozen, but it's going to take 50% longer time to cook. Now, when you're handling turkey, the raw turkey, make sure that you wash your hands before and afterwards in warm soapy water for 20 seconds to kill germs. Wash your utensils that you're going to be using. Wash your countertop, your sink, your plates that you're going to be using, your pan that you're going to be using. Wash everything in hot soapy water, and when you're through with it, anything that's touched the raw turkey, wash it again in hot soapy water. Use separate utensils, cutting boards, plates for fresh food. You don't let the turkey, raw turkey, touch anything that's going to be used for fresh food without washing it first. When you're cooking your turkey, it's going to take your 4 to 6 pound breast. It's going to take about an hour and a half to 2 hours and 15 minutes. 6 to 8 pound breast is going to take 2¼ hours to 3¼ hours. An 8 to 12 pound turkey is going to take anywhere from 2 hours and 45 minutes to 3 hours. A 12 to 14 pound turkey is going to take 3 hours to 3¾ hours. A 14 to 18 pound turkey is going to take you anywhere from 3 hours and 45 minutes to 4 hours and 15 minutes. An 18 to 20 pound turkey will take you 4¼ to 4½ hours. And a 20 to 24 pound turkey is going to take anywhere from 4½ hours to 5 hours to cook. And your internal temperature should be 165 degrees to 175 degrees. And you use a thermometer to test this, and you test it in 3 different places. Test it in the breast, in the innermost wing, and the innermost thigh. And if you've got stuffing in your bird, then it also needs to be 165 degrees before it's done. Let your turkey cool for 20 minutes before you start cooking it, before you start slicing it. That way it absorbs the juices and it's not so dry. If you try to carve it right when it's out of the oven, it's going to be super hot. You're going to get yourself burnt. You're going to be playing hot potato with it, and the meat's going to be dry because all the juices are going to be running out of the turkey as you cut it. Once you've had Thanksgiving, time it from the time it's out of the oven until it's back in the fridge. It should be placed back in the fridge within 2 hours. And your leftover turkey can be good in the fridge for up to 3 to 4 days. If you put it in the freezer, it'll be good for 2 to 6 months. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've learned something. I hope it's helpful. If it is, give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, put them on the comment below, please. And I hope you have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. So remember to subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and see you later. Remember, dream big and follow that dream. Bye.